Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today is July 8th, 2024, and this is the daily read for the collective. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're located. As far as the date is right, hopefully this is benefiting your future. When the hermit energy is something that we can improve today, it is a time to be reflective towards our progress. The hermit is a very wise person, a very wise energy. It has overcome a lot of obstacles in their lives. That's why they are very careful in making decisions and also making decisions that are proven to be work. So I would suggest you to not rush into anything today. I can understand the fact that maybe you really want to get things done. Maybe you really want to put in all the effort you are able to put in and then reap the rewards. But the hermit energy is about reflection and not rushing into things, not pushing forward, not just move forward with our basic instincts. The hermit energy is about reflecting on the lessons we had before and learn from the mistakes, and also remind ourselves about the past mistakes and issues that we encountered before. In this scenario, success is not only about rushing into working on the matter. It is about taking steps that are proved to be successful. And in order to do so, we have to be very clear about our personal situation and how our psyche, how our emotions work. We have to understand our personal motivation. We have to understand what we like, what we don't like. Well, you may say, hey, it's so obvious what we like and dislike is always the same. No, they can change. And sometimes what we truly like or dislike can be ignored on a superficial level. We might feel like, okay, we're okay with a certain arrangement or a certain thing that happened. But in fact, we are just numbed by the situation and our personal circumstances. It doesn't mean that we are actually okay. We are actually not okay, but we're pretending to be okay. So this is something that the hermit energy can help us to clarify and to make sure that we are aligned with our spirituality, not being misguided by our situations and by ourselves. Because sometimes we can be too confident to realize that there are things that we're not okay about. But we sort of put up with it and then just navigate through it without acknowledging the fact that we don't want that to happen. We don't like the situation. So the hermit energy is telling us to be reflective and to make sure that we know what is going on a deep level, even dive deeper into our psyche. not just from a superficial level, not just simply the emotional response. So the Hermit energy is about deep wisdom and something that we have to really, really ask ourselves and be very honest to ourselves, not sugarcoating anything for anyone. And when we are by ourselves, we can always be honest to ourselves because if we have the compassion to not judge ourselves and not judge the others, then we can always talk to ourselves about the concerns we have and about the feelings that we have about a situation. So please don't be shameful to communicate with yourself on a soul level. How the others think about ourselves, it doesn't really matter. It might matter on a superficial level, but deep down inside, it doesn't matter. The Hermit energy, the Hermit knows that in order to gain the wisdom, they have to go within. In order to solve the problems, they have to go within. So there might be situations where you will realize that cooperating with the others does not always solve the problem. However, when you tap into your consciousness and your deep feelings about certain things, you can actually heal yourself and you can actually manifest the solutions from your true self, your authentic self. So, on a practical level, on a materialistic level, the Hermit energy can also be finding and searching something, someone. So, you might be simply searching for a solution today. And I believe that you will be reaching the answer because you actually, there are things that you already know, but you just need to get more confirmation to support your ideology or your plan or whatever. And I have to also say the Hermit energy doesn't afraid of being alone. It is okay to be alone. And somehow it is beneficial to be alone because when we are alone, we are more tuned in with our true self, without needing to collaborate with the others and without needing to be cooperative with the others. So anyway, I hope this read is helpful to you and your loved ones. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate your time and participation. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.